I got to check out the latest season of the Greg Daniels sci-fi comedy drama. If you don't know, Upload takes place in that ever-popular not-so-distant future. Technology has progressed so people can have their consciousnesses uploaded into a virtual world, essentially living forever. The living can visit these digital clones, and other advanced technologies are peppered throughout the series, usually for quirky, fun, comic relief kind of ways. Nathan Brown is the lead character, played by Robbie Amell. He dies under suspicious circumstances and is uploaded into a digital paradise. There's more to the circumstances of his upload, his death, the events surrounding it. We're not going to do a whole recap on all 3 seasons right now. This is about Upload Season 3. Now in the 3rd season, Nathan and Nora are working with an extremist group known as the Ludds, I presume for Luddite. They're trying to stop the big tech from essentially owning people's souls, which is a pretty heavy order. It's lightened by the involvement of Nora's jealous ex, Matteo. And if you can't find the note of sarcasm in my voice there, it is there because there's this weird thing of balancing these high stakes and very serious things that are, I guess, supposed to be satire with this kind of like goofy network TV style comedy. But I guess we're gonna get more into that in a minute. I started watching Upload not for screeners, but because of Greg Daniels. He's the guy who created the American version of The Office. Of course, he has other great show business credits, but that's what I know him from. The Office is a show I really love and I revisit regularly. At its height, at its peak, The Office did a phenomenal job of dancing that line between heart and humor. It's a feat that Upload just can't seem to get the hang of. Since the beginning, Upload has felt uneven. The comedy is close, but it never fully lands. When the series turns more to drama, it's often too sharp a turn or too abrupt, kind of taking you out of the tone of the show. The comedy undermines the drama, and the drama doesn't match with the comedy. The satirical elements of the show are apparent, maybe even blunt at times, and those also never quite land in the way they should. Into the 3rd season, the 2 worlds of living people and the digital copies have never felt so disjointed. It almost feels like 2 separate shows with some similar themes and some characters you recognize crammed into one in each episode. As this series is going on, it feels like it's getting further off course rather than finding its footing and landing in the groove that Daniel's past successes managed to find. Nathan and Nora are having a tough time with their new arrangement, and despite flat out talking about the season's ticking clock, they waste a ton of time on, I guess, an excuse for the writers to show off their quirky views of this future technology. It just feels like sidetracked after sidetracked, and we're never quite on course with the plot of the show. I'm all for little breaths in the drama here and there, especially in a comedy drama, especially in a sci-fi world, and showing a more idealized view of the future is also something that could be very cool, even if it still has its flaws. But the time spent showing things just for the sake of showing them, it doesn't add anything to our experience with the characters. Even stranger, if you're introducing us, the audience, to the weirdness of this future, why are the characters who have always lived in this world just as shocked and confused about everything as we are? I'll admit it, I didn't make it very far into the 3rd season of Upload. I found myself checking the remaining time in each episode, and these episodes are only like 35 minutes long. Not a good sign. I just couldn't stay engaged, and I realized I was done waiting for Upload to figure out what it is. The first 2 episodes of Upload's 3rd season premiered on October 20th, with new episodes coming weekly. A big thank you to Prime Studios for continuing to send us screeners so we can bring this coverage to you, the So Wizard audience.